Years ago, I used to tell everybody my chiropractic story, how and why I became a chiropractor. Well, it's kind of long, but and I was in college. I played football at K-State, and we're playing at Mizzou, and there was an interception, and I was a center, so I was running over to tackle the guy, and when I did, I hit him wrong, and my neck went too far this way, and I was paralyzed from my neck down for about 40 minutes. I was in and out of consciousness. I really wasn't aware of what was going on too much. And I remember by the time I woke up and was aware, my parents were on the field. So that kind of alarmed me because for them to get out of the stands and come to me on the field, that means I'd been out for a while. And the one thing I remember the most was it was rainy that day, it was flooding, and water was getting in my ear. And I went to flick the water out of my ear, and I realized I couldn't move my arms. And that scared me. I was scared. And I remember thinking, man, I don't want to live like this the rest of my life. Anyway, long story short, went to the hospital before MRIs, did x-rays, and I think, I can't remember, CAT scans, whatever, but they just basically said I bruised my spine. And the message started coming back, and they took me by ambulance back to the airport and then got me on the airplane with the team to fly me back to stay in the hospital in Manhattan. And I was in a neck brace and a halo for a while, and was told basically I wouldn't play football again. And that was in late fall. That in November, during Thanksgiving time, I went back to my hometown chiropractor, Dr. Richard Yenny, who I'd been to throughout high school. And he adjusted me, and I started feeling better, and I went back to finish the semester. And when Christmas break came, I went and got adjusted 3 times a week. And I started getting better, And at K-State, they didn't believe in chiropractic at all in the football program. And so I kept saying, I'm doing better. So they kept testing me. I was like, okay. So I played the next spring and played the next 3 seasons. And Dr. Yenny kept telling me I had to be a chiropractor. In my mind, I wanted to play professional football, and I had opportunities to do a lot of coaching and everything. So I was like, I don't want to be a chiropractor. I want to play professional football. And obviously, I'm not good enough to play in the NFL. And so I had an opportunity to go to the University of Florida to be a grad assistant coach. And what innately I had, my undergrad was human movement studies, so a lot of the prereqs to become a chiropractor. So bottom line is, when I got out of school, my senior year, they fired all the coaches, and I realized I could either A, go get into coaching and trust 19-year-old kids to keep my job, or B, the hard thing would be go back to school, start spending more money and going to school. And I chose to go back to become a chiropractor. And I've never, ever, ever been sad that I did that. It's been a blessing. And I've had the fortune of helping a lot of people over the time. And that's my chiropractic story.